We have the latest release from Eureka Classics here in The Line of Duty 4, starring Cynthia Khan as Captain Yoon and Donnie Yen as Captain Donnie. Two people who are going to work together throughout this film, kicking many people's ass in exciting action set pieces as they strive to find the murderer of one of their partners. What I like a lot about this movie is the kind of antagonistic relationship between Donnie Yen and Cynthia Khan throughout it. They're at odds, they have different ideas going on about what they want to do. They kind of appreciate each other, they respect each other, but they're at odds with what's driving each of them until later on in the movie where they get a common enemy, someone to really rally against and beat up as many times as they possibly can. I like the inclusion of an eyewitness in this one. Someone who, well, could be a suspect or he could be an eyewitness. He's seen the officer that was murdered and the person who did it. He has some microfilm that offers a lot of information as well that everyone is after, and he keeps getting into all these situations. Got a little bit of fighting ability as well, so we'll get to see that at the start of this one. But directed by Yuen Woo-ping, this thing is an action bonanza. When you say that things are end-to-end action, you don't really expect that. You're gonna get it here. It is phenomenal with its action set pieces. And it feels very Americanized with its action set pieces, the way it kind of constantly flows from hand-to-hand combat to bike chases, car chases, settings that are all varied and really interesting. But you've got this wonderful pairing of Khan and Yen who are terrific together, and I like them as well. And there's a definite seriousness to this film as well. There's not really a lot of tongue-in-cheek or fun moments. There's maybe one that I quite enjoyed where we take our eyewitness to see his mother. Donnie Yen handcuffs him and Khan together, and they're trying to hide the handcuffs throughout this full conversation. It's really kind of fun, it's a little bit different, and it's just a little bit of levity before more bad things happen in this film. The action set pieces are the standout. They're why we're here, and they are pretty phenomenal. Although we don't always rely on the hand-to-hand combat, there is a standout sequence in an elevator shaft later on that was truly exciting and different and varied. We get a motorcycle chase where they are fighting and it looks dangerous, and again, thrilling, edge of the seat stuff. There are so many different action set pieces in this that if that's what you're after, you're going to be blown away by the amount that's going on here. And the story's great as well, and it feels like a real emotional driving point for both of our characters. One that we can see them chasing down, why it's driving them so much, why they're wanting to figure out what's going on and who's behind everything, which is a little bit of a mystery of the film, which is given away early on. There is a character who is a little bit duplicitous in some of their actions, and I feel as if it would be nice if that was a reveal later on, although I'm sure we would have probably guessed it. But they kind of give that away very early on, and it kind of leads to an undercutting of that character because we know what to expect. This is all about action, and as the action films goes, it's one of the more spectacular of the series. It's one of the more consistent. It's one of the more action-packed films that we have. And The Line of Duty 4 was terrific. I was expecting good things because it's got both Khan and Donnie Yen and it delivered, giving me a story that was interesting, that had twists and turns I didn't see coming. It gave me action set pieces that weren't just action, but actually drew the story forward, adding things into it and telling a little tale within those action set pieces, and give me a finale that was fantastic. I've loved all of these films so far, and with each one I feel as if they were just getting more enjoyable and more fun. This one, however, has that deep moment of seriousness throughout it. There's not a great deal of levity, and I kind of appreciate it for that. There are small moments here and there, and they hit harder because they are so limited and they are so alleviating the tension that's going on, but they're used sparingly and perfectly well. Now, In the Line of Duty 4 is another great disc from Eureka. Let's dive in and have a look at some of the wonderful extras that's on this disc. So here we are in the disc for In the Line of Duty 4. We have the Hong Kong version with Cantonese original mono, the English dub original mono. We have the first of 3 commentaries, this one by Frank Jeng. Then we have a commentary by Mike Leader and Arn Venema. And we have an archival commentary by Stefan Hammond and Michael Wong. And we also have the export version with the English dub as well. In the special features, we have Donnie Yen interview, which is archival, which is 19 minutes and 40. It talks a lot about creating action films, talking a little bit about Bruce Lee and his style of how he was made, or how his films were made. Then we have Donnie Yen, style of action, which is archival at 15 minutes 7 seconds, creating action and how it's done the Hong Kong way, how they always try to up the ante and make it more difficult and more thrilling. We have the Hong Kong trailer at 4 minutes 25, the UK trailer at 1 minute 53, and the Line of Duty franchise trailer at 4 minutes 40. So there we have it. In the Line of Duty 4, if you've picked up the other 3, you're going to pick up this. If you just want a great action movie, this is one for you. It's not tied in really to the rest of the series. It doesn't have much connective tissue other than Cynthia Can, who was in part 3. If you're just looking for a fantastic action movie, this is one you got to pick up. I would love to know your thoughts on In the Line of Duty 4, whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. What did you think out of the 4 movies? What was your favourite? I want to know, so let me know in the comment box below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up because it really helps these videos. And in the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me, and that support is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.